A quick recap. It was a crazy episode as what you call Narisa finds herself meeting a new character, which is Ernwin, a wood elf, which what they believe to be a mercenary hired by what you call a notorious noble named Ramus Hadran, which has a problem or a conflict with Ma'am Eza, the owner of the orphanage, or the Heaven's Home orphanage in the city. They found out after interfering that Ma'am Eza hasn't paid her taxes in the city and is having problems doing so. With that being said, Narisa tried to persuade the noble, only to be interrupted as Nar, one of my favorite scenes so far in this episode, because that was very unexpected. It was Nar punching the noble in the face after this noble disrespected Narisa. With that being said, Narisa found out that Ramus Hadran had to do something about it, and this time he would try to see if he could persuade Ernwin to burn, or order Ernwin to burn the orphanage. With that being said, you guys try to report everything that happened to the elder, and obviously the elder did not take kindly to Nar's intent and actions. After that, you guys discuss your plans as you guys were visited by a secretary of Mr. Nicholson, a merchant lord who resides in the city. With that being said, it is currently somewhere around 4 or 4:30. It is around 4:30 as you guys are going back to the orphanage to see if you could if you guys could see if you could try to get the kids in time before things runs out of control. So I'll leave the table to you guys. What do you guys want to do as you're heading back, or are you just gonna go straight to the orphanage?
We could all go to the orphanage if we need to. I know I was talking about going in to get hired by that noble to maybe be put onto the task of looking after the mines.
So, as you guys, without any interruption, you guys do reach the orphanage. And as you go inside, you see that the kids are busy packing their toys, their clothes, and Ma'am Eza is trying to escort them and assist them as best as she can. And as she turns around and sees you guys enter, she approaches you and says, "Oh, you're here. Well, we're almost back. I sure hope you guys have a good plan at the very least, because this is not working out the way I intended to be." And yeah. So unless you want to say something.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and I'll speak up. I go ahead and say it's like, well, our plan currently is to not have the orphanage burned down.
Yes, Miss Narisa did mention. Miss Narisa here did mention it to me. I still find that hard to believe, honestly.
Oh, believe it, Narisa, when she puts her mind to it, she can do just about anything.
Well, so what's the plan? Do you have at least a place for us? And as before you say anything, you see the kids start rushing to you. I would say you feel a tap on your shoulder, a tap in your leg, Nar, as you look at this reddish tiefling little girl with short hair that touches her that goes all to her neck or to her shoulders. This little tiefling girl looks at you, Nar, and says, "Way to go, Hornface. Because of you, Ma'am Eza has to pay 600 gold. And now we have to run." As the tiefling girl doesn't seem to be happy. And then you, before you can even respond, an orcish boy, probably the eldest among the children, taps you in the shoulder as well, Nar, as you see this orcish boy say, "Hey, big guy, maybe you could teach me how to punch or two, so that maybe when Ma'am Eza needs help, we don't need people like you, so that I could just punch the guy for her." And then Ma'am Eza interrupts and says, let's see here. Ma'am Eza interrupts and looks at this orcish boy and say, "Das, that's the last thing I want you to do. There will be no more punching inside this orphanage. Do you understand? But, but that bad man. We could just let them take the orphanage. No more punching. Understood?" And then the tiefling girl responds, and looks at the orcish boy and says, "You don't want to make it 700 gold now, Das. At least I'm trying to help," as you see these kids fighting. And then, your net, you feel a tap on your shoulder as a dragonborn, boy, a black dragonborn boy looks at you and says, "Hey, you're dragonborn too, right? Maybe you could teach me how to blow fire with my mouth. Ma'am Eza says it's dangerous, but I think it's a good idea, to defend stuff, yeah." As there appear to be talking all around you guys.
So,
yeah.
I go and separate the tiefling girl and the orcish boy and tell them, I'll kneel down so that I'm not, looking down at them.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell her, it's not polite to call people hornface, especially when you have horns coming out of your face. And I tell the orc boy, that is what we'd like to call orcish politics. And in orcish politics, there is the person who is right and the person who is wrong. Now, you were not raised like I was, but if you get old enough, you can come to the Temple of Cord and learn the way of the Storm Lord, and then we can teach you how to punch.
Oh, wait. You're not, did you let me know if this is okay?
Yes, I don't know why it was coming up and down, and some of the things that you said, I heard part of it, and then the other part I couldn't hear. I don't know why.
Which of us, Michael or me?
Me?
No, I'm talking to Michael.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
How about now? Do you hear me now?
Yeah, it's clear now. Somebody sent a message right now.
Okay,
I don't know if you saw it.
yeah, I saw it. So the dragonborn, the dragonborn boy looks at you, and and says, "Hey, maybe you can." He taps on your legs or on your back, your net, and says, "Hey, maybe you can teach me how to blow fire with my mouth. Maybe that would be helpful, right?"
Okay.
And Nar, as you responded to the tiefling girl, she says, "Well, at least I don't punch people in the face when I feel like it, and then cause trouble."
And I nod and respond.
So, Ma'am Eza, goes to the little girl and says, "All right, wait, where is it?" Tiefling girl says, "All right, Zilda, that's enough. Why don't you be helpful and help the other kids back?" As she gives you a look, Nar, and says, "Fine," and then she walks, and then it's just crazy as these kids are packing, and you hear one of the elven girls says, "Ma'am Eza, what about the fruits that we're supposed to sell? Are we supposed to sell the fruits?" And then she looks at the little girl and says, "Johanna, just gather all the fruits as much as you can, and then forget about if you cannot put all of them, that's okay. Just pack as many fruits as you can." Okay, and she just see this elven blonde girl just packing fruits. Alright, so what do you guys do?
So, I go ahead and I take my staff that I carry with me for walking.
Okay.
And I see the orc boy. I tell him it seems that you were born into this world with not much given to you. So I will give you this.
Okay.
I give him the wood staff, and I tell him, may this be a reminder that one day it will not be so tall on you, but you'll grow with it.
Okay.
Keep it with you always, and it'll always help you guide your way.
Okay.
So now he has an adult-sized wood staff.
Okay, so is that magical? We just give a.
Nope.
Okay, so it's just a walking stick. Okay, so
It's just a
Eager
walking
says, "Cool," and she starts swinging it left and right, and you see Ma'am Eza just facepalm and says, "You didn't have to give him that. I had enough problems for one night, but okay, sure, as long as it doesn't hurt yourself with it." And then you see this Orcish boy. "Hey, Ma'am Eza, now I can hit things with it." "No, that's the last thing I want you to do. Please don't." As you see him just swinging the staff left and right. All right, what do you guys do? As the kids are almost back up, and yeah, it is currently almost 5 at this moment. So
Okay,
nightfall is starting.
I think for me, I'm going to go ahead and take one. I'm going to take out my bone ocarina,
Okay.
which is made out of a ram. It's made out of ram horn,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell them it's like, okay, kids, if you finish packing up quickly, I'll play my instrument for you outside.
And you see this little girl, this black girl that pulled Narisa-san says, "Really? Cool." And then you see him excited, jumping jollily in front of you as she is ready packed and jumping back and forth, waiting to go. And as you guys wait for a few moments, the kids are now ready to go as they all gather to Ma'am Eza and Ma'am Eza approaches you and says, "All right, I think that's everyone.
Okay,
Lead the way."
I'm gonna look at Nar and I'm gonna be like, no music. This is supposed to be as quiet as possible.
Well, that's why we're going to go outside and do it.
Uh-huh. So, then I'm gonna be like, I need somebody to go out and check to see if anybody's watching.
I can keep watch out for the kids while someone goes and inspects the scene. I'm sure that the Dragonborn or yourself probably have a keener eyesight than I do, at least at daytime.
I don't have a very good perception.
I do not have a very good perception, too. I got like a 2. So, to you guys. He nods and says, okay, well, if that's really the case, then I'll keep watch. There's not too many people that'll mess with me out in the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I go outside, and I post up against the wall and just play my instrument and act like I'm not paying attention, but I'm sweeping my eyes back and forth to watch.
Okay, I want you to roll a perception check to see if someone is watching you.
Yeah. I rolled a 6.
So you do see carts passing by, and there are people walking by. You see a beggar on the side of the alley sleeping, next to a bunch of crates. But so far, it's quiet and clear, as far as you can tell.
I guess I roll a performance for my music. Hey, that's much better. 19.
19. Yeah, you guys hear that Nar is playing this beautiful instrument of his. Too bad there are no other people there to see it. Probably they would pay him gold.
Yeah.
They would
So
pay
I'm
him
playing
gold.
the Song of Storms from Legend of Zelda, if you've heard it.
Does
if
it
only
have
I
the
can
same
play.
effect?
Yeah.
Yes, it's raining. It's raining everywhere.
All right. So what do you guys do? As Nar gives you a clear signal saying it's clear.
I'm going to talk to Mama Eza and be like, okay, we're going to leave, but we're all going to scout and make sure that, it's safe, that nobody's watching, and I want you to take the kids out like it's normal. We'll grab as much of their luggage as possible after you guys leave. Then I'm going to tell her to head over to the hideout that we were given. And that's where I want them to start heading.
So far, the elder did not tell you anywhere where to bring the kids. He did tell you that to bring the kids to the office just in case. So the elder probably is. You don't know if the elder is gonna give you money by the time you arrive. But so far he hasn't given you a specific location where you can take the kids or the children. So it's up to you where if you want to bring him to the office or to your mansion. It's up to you.
Well, I wanted to bring them to the place. I don't know if anybody else has like an opinion.
Okay. What you call
Anybody
Jacqueline? I think it's your fan that is echoing in your mic. Maybe that's the reason why it's going up and down. I'm not sure if you have a fan around you. It's echoing. I could hear it.
Me?
I can hear a
No,
fan.
no, Jacqueline.
I can. I'm sorry. I can't hear anything that you're saying. It's up and down. I can hear every other player very, very clearly. But what you're saying, Mike, it's up and down. Like I hear some words, and then the others I cannot hear. I don't know if the other ones are having the same problem.
You guys having the same problem as Jacqueline?
I'm
Nope.
having the same problem, but like from the Google Meets, it's all coming from like Jacqueline's mic.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
Jack,
what it
maybe
is.
it's your mic. It's absorbing because there's wind. I can hear wind or a fan. Maybe there's a
sounds like
fan.
you're outside almost.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason. A fan. It's either a fan is aiming at your mic. So let me try to see if that fixes it. Because I can hear that as well. Let me guys know if you're still having problems with technical stuff, so I know if it's on my end as well.
No, I hear you loud and clear at this point now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, so I thought good.
But now we ran into the problem. Jacqueline's now muted.
Okay, Jack, let me
Yeah.
know if you could see if there's a fan. I'm not sure if it's your computer fan or any fan that is probably aiming in your mic. Maybe that's the cause of it. Yeah,
I
that's.
don't have anything. The fan that I have is very far away from me.
How
I
about
don't know
now?
if this
Do you hear me now?
mic is I can hear you, but
Is it-
still coming up and down.
Oh, that's weird.
And my fan is very far away from me, so I don't know. Maybe this mic is very sensitive, but
How about now?
Maybe.
Do you still hear me now? How about now?
yeah, no, I can hear you, and I can hear all the other players clearly. It's
Okay.
you, the only one that I have a problem, and I need to hear what you're saying.
Okay, let me see if I can unplug my mic. One moment. One moment.
Whatever you did, like I don't hear any reverb from Jacqueline's mic
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
So 1 moment. I'm gonna
Just
try
go
to
like
see
say
if
a
I could.
sentence or something, DM, real quick.
Yeah. Wait. I'm just gonna try to see if I could restart my mic. 1 moment. How about now? Do you hear me loud and clear now, Jacqueline? Or is it?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so that's good. I think that fixes it. All right. So where were we? Yeah. So you guys are still in the orphanage. What you call Narisa? What do you say to Ma'am Eza?
I'm just asking everyone if they're okay with us bringing the kids over to our hideout, because I'm not entirely trusting of the elder.
Okay.
Well, Saul just like, well, it's not necessarily our hideout. It's more like a giant bribe in the shape of land.
Yeah,
So-
but nobody will know they're there. That's the thing.
I don't understand how they wouldn't. There's
What
not
type?
exactly a secret entrance or like. As
Time
much as I
is
don't
it?
trust the elder, I don't know
Your
if
net
the
it
elder
is
can make
around 5 at this moment.
5 o'clock.
Yep. So evening
but-
nightfall is starting to cover the sky.
But guys, we are doing this on bright, daylight. Everybody will see all of us from different races, different, going out with kids. Shouldn't we spread out? Like
Well-
take,
I was gonna have Mama Eza take them, and then we would later grab all of their luggage and stuff. That way,
people-
we weren't seen with them because they. Okay, go on.
Tell you what, I got an idea. So are people still passing with carts and such?
Mm-hmm.
So I walk up to the closest person with a cart,
Okay, you see,
And ask them-
you see what appears to be an old man, with a hat, carrying a bunch of crates as he's passing through, and you walk him. Okay.
So, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I would like to buy your services for a little bit, if that's okay.
Roll persuasion check, with disadvantage, considering this is a bit suspicious for him.
Yeah. Roll the. What was it? I rolled a 5.
5. He gives you a weird look and says, "I'm sorry, but I have to deliver things." And he just he just continues.
But I have
passing
money.
by.
Look at all this money.
And he just ignores you as he's definitely terrified of you as you're a tiefling orcish asking him to buy services in the middle of the night.
I just kind of look over. It's like, okay, can one of you with a prettier face please maybe help me out here?
No.
What do you mean no?
I am pretty
I mean,
scary,
oh, no.
so hello.
I guess I will go out and try to find a carriage, person with a carriage.
Because if we
Okay.
can get all the kids' luggage taken with a cart,
You see,
then the
what
kids can
uh-huh.
take in blue groups.
You see, this time you see a farmer carrying hay.
Hey,
Okay.
excuse me, sir. Would you like to make some quick gold?
So who's talking? Is it just Nar?
I just shouted that out.
He to the driver, to the farmer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cart does look. The farmer does give you a weird look as you say that, but he's still going.
I smile and I like wave to him like, "Hello, sir. Just out of curiosity, I was wondering if we could get some assistance today, please."
There's 20 gold in it for you.
Roll persuasion. I would say Narissa with advantage, considering Nar says that.
Okay, one moment.
No problem.
Persuasion. Where is that? 19.
Yeah, he
Hell
goes.
yeah.
He nods. This farmer nods and says, "Okay, what do you want me to do then?"
And then I'm going to point to Nar, who has the idea.
Okay. So, thank you for stopping, good sir. First off, here's 20 gold, as promised.
Okay, so
Now,
deduct that.
I want you to get... These kids have never had a hayride before. And that's a crime. So...
He gives you a weird look as you
I'm
say that.
wondering... So I'm wondering if you could make these orphans' day by carrying them up to the noble district in a hay cart with their stuff as part of their sleepover. Because they're trying to learn how this city worked. And the nobles have the best district, and it should inspire them to be better in their lives. So I think it's a great idea. Would you like to help with this field trip?
The farmer looks both back and forth at you, Narissa, and Nar says, "Okay, sure. Do you want me to drop them off in a specific area or spot?"
I just show him the map.
All right.
Okay. Where do you point the where are you pointing at the map, Narissa? As you show him the map.
It's gonna be like right around the corner from the house.
From the estate that was given to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So yeah, that the farmer nods, and the kid starts climbing the cart, as they're all cheering happily as they're gonna have a fun time at the back of the cart. And Ma'am Eza as well, help the kids, and then she as well follows the kids in the cart. So all of them
There
are
you
now
go.
inside the cart, technically.
Is there anyone who can go with them and hide in the hay?
You are asking the wrong orc.
Okay, I'll go and hide in the hay just to accompany them so nothing goes wrong.
Okay, roll stealth check as you try to hide yourself in the hay. Are you gonna bury yourself in the hay? Something like
Basically, yeah.
that? Yeah, okay. So roll stealth check.
I could just see a tail sticking out of the hay now.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining. If you failed
Oh
that.
no!
This little skunk tail sticking out with a bunch of kids jumping around in hay. And having a good
Oh no! I got a 10.
Well,
That's exactly what's happening.
I mean, most of your body is hidden. They do see ears popping out on top of the hay bale. They don't see the tail, but they do see 2 ears popping out. So, I mean, it's still hard to see, I guess, as night. Okay, so Narisa is now in the cart. What about the other 3?
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and walk back up to the Noble District because I've got to go... Well, actually, let's go ahead and do a quick conference because she's heading up with the kids. Should I go ahead and try to talk to the Noble tonight to see if I can get a job? Or should I stick by the orphanage since I'm flame resistant in case they decide to burn it down?
I would much prefer that I'd have some assistance looking after the orphanage, as I personally can't see at night. My owl can kind of see at night, but he's not the best at it because he's a little.
Hey, you got an owl?
Oh yeah, my little owl familiar. I never gave him a name, but you know he's here as he just sits on my shoulder.
Well, are you you're a follower of the Storm Lord, right?
Yes.
Why don't you just call him Squall?
You have a good point, though. I'll think of that. I probably should have. I've never actually named him. Unfortunately, I've always kind of just treated him more as a tool than an actual entity, since he originated from a spell. But I've grown attached to him, so I might call him Squall from now on.
Cool. So I'll tell you what. We will set up camp. I'll go ahead and get into the kitchen, make up some nice tea, pull up a book, and wait for the inevitable.
Okay.
You mean all of us being engulfed in flames and dying? Of course. I look forward to this. God.
Oh, maybe you, not me.
You're not wrong.
I'm pretty flame retardant, actually. I've been set on fire twice, and you can't tell.
I feel like there's a story behind that.
There is. We should make up a pot of tea, and then I'll go ahead and tell you this great story.
Of course. Let me see. Do I have a way to just heat tea without... No, I can't start fires without... Nope, no, I don't.
I'm sure
I
the
don't have any
orphanage has like a stove. I'm sure they have a stove inside. I'll light up the stove. I'll put my kettle on. I've got tea. I've got water. It'll be great. What about you, Infrit? What are you gonna do?
I don't have night vision. I can help. I can help to defend the place. You know, I have my very strong armor and my shield, and I can fight. That's what I'm good for, fighting. But nothing else for now. If you want, I can stay with you.
Okay. Then I will make sure that I make up enough tea for 3.
Again, I continue to feel that the elders made a mistake in hiring 3 of us out of the 4, as it feels like 3 of us are very combat oriented in a very shall we say diplomatic type request.
All I have to say is that when I was hired, I had already killed like 2 people, and we
so
took one
being
of them.
diplomatic is something new.
Actually, no. I'm pretty good at I'm pretty good with conversation. However, it seems that certain points elude me sometimes. Maybe it's because I was raised out in the how do people put it, the boonies. So. Since I didn't really deal with civilization up until I was 20 years old, it's still relatively new.
The farmer looks at you guys and says, sorry to disturb your conversation. But are we supposed to be going now? It's getting too dark.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go ahead and expedite that one. Hey, by any chance, I talked to the what's Armani? What's your character's name?
Oh, Saul.
Saul?
Yeah, Saul.
Hey, Saul. By any chance, do you have the cantrip dancing lights?
No, I have. I just Okay, so what I can do is with a snap of my fingers, you just see a small bolt of like lightning come down.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I do after I take out a bit of fleece is just make a small image of my own face on my hand, and then the third one, what is it? I just make electricity leap from my hand, like a good like 5 feet. So mechanically, I have bolt, minor illusion, and shocking grasp.
Yep, pretty much. That's
Okay.
Just remember that we're only level 2. We're really wimps right now.
Fair enough. Good stuff. Okay. Well, I was going to say we could entertain the children by casting light on the staff and just have it wave around so they have light for their way. But if it's getting dark and he needs to get there, let's go ahead and let him go. And let's go inside. And I can explain to you the story about how I was set on fire twice in one day, and why I don't owe the mob money.
So here's the thing. There's not enough space for all of you in the cart. The cart is not too big, so if you're gonna accompany the cart, some of you will have to walk. So right now the cart is fully packed with the kids, Narisa and Ma'am Eza.
Well, I figured that we were staying behind.
Yeah, the three
It
of
was
us
just
were.
going to be Narisa going
Yeah,
to
the three of us
the.
were. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
There were three of us staying behind in the orphanage. I was going to make a pot of tea and regale a tale, and Narisa was going to accompany the children to the noble district, and I guess essentially the precipice of Muppet babies. I'm going to get.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right. Let's
Does
go
that
ahead
sound?
and go inside, and I'll put on a pot of tea. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I haven't had tea in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, tea
So,
at the elder's house.
I didn't drink any. I was too busy being upset at the elder for hiring 3 very combat-centric individuals for a diplomatic mission.
I practice orcish politics. I will say that one more time.
I
Right.
sat in a temple my entire life. Yenret, how is your experience with diplomacy?
Well, I am a noble, and I have very good persuasion. But remember, I am a paladin. I am made for fighting.
You're a paladin of You're a paladin of
Horde.
Horde as well. So then I'm assuming a glory paladin. So diplomacy isn't exactly in your oath.
Definitely, I am more a protector, and I can persuade you really well, but diplomacy is not really my strongest thing. You send me to war, and I kill everybody. That I can tell you.
Haha, I do like this person.
This guy.
Well, at least Narissa's good at talking. The rest of us, we'll see if we can spot who this agent of chaos if they show up tonight. Let's go enjoy our tea and hopefully not burn to death.
Okay.
Not
So.
burned to death.
Okay, so basically, the cart leaves. Who's staying behind as this cart goes? So only Narisa is going with the kids.
Yeah, I
Correct?
think it's just Yinrit, myself, and Saul.
Okay, so the cart does leave. Narisa, you're with the kids. You feel a tickle in your ears, Narisa, as one of the kids appears to be poking your ears. That is popping out in this table. So all 3 of you are currently left behind as Narisa and the kids, as well as Ma'am Eza, leaves. So leaving you guys in front of the orphanage. So what do you guys plan to do, basically?
Okay. Go inside, make up tea, regale a tale about how I do not owe the mob money because I was set on fire twice.
Okay. So, yeah, go ahead, roleplay if you guys want to talk about stuff.
Okay. So go inside, put on a nice pot of tea. It's a herbal. It's actually made from the herbs from local to wild mount, and so several different kinds of mushrooms and some tree bark and a little bit of crystallized honey to sweeten it a bit. It comes off with an earthy, toasty aroma, and the flavor is similar to that of cinnamon. So, kind of a sweet cinnamon tea. And made up a couple cups and said, okay, so back when I was about 18, I had been doing a bunch of odd jobs to try to keep myself wealthy with food and books. It was part of my education when I was out there, since Orca Society doesn't exactly excel at reading. I had come into the possession of a piece of paper that was a flyer from Pit Fighting Syndicate. The pit fighters would go in, and the grand prize at the end of the night was 100 gold each time. And having been born into combat, literally, half of my brothers and sisters were Tanaruk. Do you know what they are, by chance?
I am very unfamiliar, Yenret. Do you have any idea, or?
Not at all.
Okay, so think something that's about 3 feet taller than me, more covered in spice, and quite angry. And those were my siblings. So yeah, there was a lot of wrestling when I was younger. So I figured that most humanoids aren't that big. So I went and joined the Pit Fighting Syndicate and wound up becoming quite good at it. Well, I was approached by the local mob one day, and they had brought me a deal that if I took and fell for their guy after 3 fights, that I would make triple the amount of money. Now, triple the amount of money would have set me off for quite a while, and I would have been able to lift I could have lived an entire year on that winning. Not had to work at all. But it defeated the purpose of the challenge, so I refused. So they cast Fireball.
And you're
survived.
still alive.
Yeah, not very well, but I was still alive. It turns out from that day forward that I actually have a flame resistance because of my blood. Pointing to my horns. Because, you see, my mother was actually human. My father was an orc. And I was the end result, which makes no sense. But since the clan had Tanaruk in it, they didn't think much of it. They just thought it was demon heritage coming through. Up until about my 10th or 11th birthday, then they realized that I was not going to grow any bigger, but I was weak, and cast me out into the wastes to starve to death. But that's another story. But yes, I survived a fireball with very little health left. But I got angry and rushed them. And then they cast Burning Hands. And I still survived that. And they decided instead to hire me as a bodyguard during fights. And I did that for about a year.
That's
And
quite an interview.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a, if you can't beat him, have him join us.
So is that what inspired your thought process about just walking up to what was this idiot's name? What was our current
the
noble's
noble,
name?
yeah.
Oh, Mendel Nicholson. Is that what inspired your idea to just walk up to Mendel Nicholson after punching one of his colleagues?
Nope. The thing that inspired that was the fact that we are currently working together. And because of this, I will not have anyone insult anyone that I work with.
Okay.
That was what it was inspired that. You see, the mob, they very much, even though they were criminals, they relied very much on respect for one another. And if one of them had been disrespected in a way, then the others would step up and speak out for him. That was something I was not familiar with, and I found it to be very interesting. So I decided to adapt that. I decided that I myself, or anybody else that I associated with, would not be insulted in front of me from that day forward, without some form of retribution much later. I just decided to test the waters to see if that bodyguard was paying attention. He was not.
Yeah, I noticed. I was paying more attention than he was, but as I like size you up, I wasn't gonna win that grapple challenge.
Oh, that's fine. If you did, no harm, no foul. But at the same time, it was more to test to see what kind of people that these nobles are hiring. Because you see, you can hire any mercenary to do a job for you, because money talks. But to get a person of quality to do a job for you, that requires a lot more money. And if you're willing to work for as much as the low quality guy, you'll definitely get the job. So this was more of a test the waters thing, to see if they were paying attention. And they were not.
Clever, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm
So as you guys are talking, Narisa, I want you to what you call to roll perception check, as if you could hear anything as the cart is moving towards the city. Narisa?
So sorry, I thought I
Okay.
was on. I rolled 10 on my perception.
Okay, so you do hear what you call what you call Ma'am Eza trying to talk to the driver. Trying to talk to the driver as thanking him for what you call for what he did escorting the kids to go to the Nobles district. And the farmer nods and says, as you hear, well, sure, lady. I mean, it's quite weird to take the kids out in the night. It's quite very dangerous here, with all the shenanigans and crazy things going on. And then suddenly, one thing you notice is the farmer stops talking. And then, a second after, you hear Ma'am Eza screams.
Oh,
And as the cart abruptly stops.
I jump up.
Okay, as you jump up, you see that the driver, the farmer, has an arrow sticking on his throat. Basically.
This seems to be a common theme.
Yep. It is now. Surprisingly, because I did not expect you to take the cart. With that, before we go there, Ernwin, here's what's happened on your end. As you're about to leave the Mr. Nicholson office, you feel a tug on your shoulder. As you look, it is your client, Mr. Hadran, the noble business partner of Mr. Nicholson, and he approaches you and says, "Do you have a minute?"
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So here's the thing. I might lose my job if I don't get this thing done. So, if we can't persuade them to leave, we'll force them to leave. So, they probably expect us tomorrow morning. They won't expect us in the middle of the night. What you're gonna do is I want you to scout the area on top of the rooftop. And then, if the proper time comes, I want you to grab one of the kids. So, change of plan. I want you to grab one of the kids. Considering one of them appears to be kind enough to help these kids, let's see how kind they really are when one of the kids starts to become in danger. I want you to grab the kids and wait for my command when the time comes. And when I give you the command, I want to make sure you get the job done. Do I make myself clear?
Alrighty, I'll see what I can do. Kidnapping ain't my specialty, but
You're a hunter. How hard it is to hunt for a little girl or a little boy. You hunt. They're not gonna bite you. They're not gonna kill you. It's a child. It is something that I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be good at doing. And then he hands you a bag of 50 gold coins. Take that as an advancement to your payment. And once you get the job done, there will be more coming. Do you?
alrighty then.
All right. So as Hadran gives you what you call a sign to follow him, and as you leave the office, you see what you call other hooded figures. That looks like to be thugs of some kind. Some holding crossbows, some holding swords, and they approach. One of them approaches Mr. Hadran and says, "We're ready when you want it, boss. Just give us a signal and we'll do it." Good. We have another one on our side. Just in case things doesn't work well, we'll go to plan B. And then, you guys are, what you call, try, Ernwin, you're, what you call, being a skillful hunter as you are, you climb the rooftops, trying to find the orphanage. As you see, others, archers as well, which are thugs of Mr. Hadran, also follow suit. And as you're about to reach the orphanage, you do see a cart passing by with a bunch of kids and the owner of that establishment carried by a farmer with a bunch of hay. And then, one of the thugs gives a signal to Mr. Hadran and gives him a telescope and points to the direction of the cart. As Mr. Hadran looks through the telescope, he sees this happening. And then he says, you hear him says, "Well, what do you know? They think they could just outrun us like that. How cute." And he looks at the thug and says, "Give him a little welcome." As, you see one of these thugs aim a crossbow bolt to the driver and targeting it to to the farmer. With that being said, you guys will now have to roll initiative. All 5 of you.
Wait,
All 5 of us.
Yeah, because Ernwin is also there. So, one moment.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that. Not one bit. Okay, our lives are in danger. Not expecting it. I'm a little thrown off. Give me a second.
I mean, who would expect an ambush, right? It's not like it was an ambush.
I got the best number. I got this number.
Is it a 1?
You got a number.
Oh, it's a 3. I mean, it's worse. It's better than a 1, right? That would be a lot worse.
This is initiative is a
22.
+2.
Oh, Narisa has.
Oh.
And
One moment.
I got a 15.
Okay, one moment. As
I got a
keep that
good
in mind
3.
as I try to a window. As I try to set things up for you guys.
Oh, dang it. I still don't have a diamond. Oh, that's not good.
You
Okay.
need a diamond?
Oh, one of my spells need a diamond.
Uh-oh.
All right. So one moment as I
I
try
was gonna
to
do that in the market district, but you know, I was planning on doing that tomorrow.
Today is
moment.
tomorrow's yesterday.
Quite.
So Nora, what do you roll?
14.
14. Your
I'll
net?
write mine. Let's write initiatives in the messages.
Your net, what did you roll?
7.
7. Saul.
So I got a 3.
Okay. Narisa is 22, right?
Yep.
And Erinwin is 15.
Correct.
Okay, so on top of the line is I would say 22. Narisa, you see this transpire basically as Ma'am Eza is ducking, trying to cover as much as possible to hide the kids as the driver is laying lifeless in front of you. So technically this guy is dead. Alright, so what do you do?
So I am going to shift
That's a bonus action. Make
as
sure
the
to
bonus
remember.
action.
Okay, ship. Okay, I don't have a token for that, but that's okay. So keep that.
No,
Yeah.
here I'll just.
No,
put
it's
it in the
okay.
group
It's
chat.
okay. We'll just for the sake of reference, but no, it's not necessary. So yeah, you see what you call you start to transform as fur starts to grow in your skin, and then you start to change shape and take a form of a giant were skunk, basically. As Ma'am Eza just grows eyes as you transform in front of her, and the kids are all surprisingly the kids are not terrified but are more amazed, basically.
Yeah,
This,
she's just a big cuddly skunk. Like,
Yeah.
oh, where's skunk? Oh, so scary.
they think it's fluffy and cute, but Ma'am Eza doesn't think so, as she's just looking wide-eyed. As this. All right, what do you
So
do?
my eyes are glowing bright orange in the kind of almost dark light, and I am going to stare at the noble. Do I see the noble?
Yes, you just see the noble.
Okay. Gonna stare at him and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, okay. That man is probably dead.
Okay.
Sleep would have.
It's a 13 wisdom saving throw,
13.
and if he doesn't make it, he gets 16 psychic damage.
Whoa!
That's a high roll.
Shucks.
Jesus.
My god. Okay, let me just check his hit points if he can even sustain that. Most likely he can't. But
Oh, I thought you were just gonna throw a sleep or nope. You just instant death.
Well, when she shifted, she's not reasonable.
well, and you think Narisa was the most non-violent one in the group, and then this happens. Okay.
His head just explodes.
What? Does it say that? If the psych? I mean, okay.
Here, I'll post it.
Wait.
No, it's just psychic damage. It's just every time someone imagines psychic damage,
He
you
rolls
always
a
imagine
14.
your head explodes.
He rolls a 14.
Oh, he rolls a
He
14.
rolls a 14. Like,
Yeah.
Well, he still takes half, right? Or is the
yeah, he
fall
takes half as much damage.
Okay, how much is that?
8?
That's 8.
8. Okay, so yep. You could have
Is that
instantly
conquer?
kill him. That's the thing. You could have instantly kill him if you failed that, and that would have been gruesome. But yeah, you see him twitch as his head starts to ache, and he looks at you as you're pointing and says, "You little skunk freak. Well then, you wanna play games? We'll play games." All right. With that being said, the next one on the line is 16 Tug 4. So, you see this guy approaching you from behind Narisa as she's about to aim a crossbow bolt at you. And it's gonna roll to hit. It's an 8, so you manage to duck just in time as this crossbow bolt flies on top of your head. Alright. With that being said, that would be his action. Then Tug 3 will, go here and also attack Narisa. So far, you're there. 17. Does that hit?
Yeah, I have a 13 armor class.
Okay, one moment. So, with that being said, where is it? Where's my notes? Notes. 13, so yeah, plus 3 to hits. That's probably 20. 1d1. 1d8, sorry. 7. You take 8 damage.
1d1 is a 1.
Yeah, sorry.
Take 8
I
damage.
couldn't do
That's a
math.
big oof.
Okay,
How
so
much
you
damage?
take 8 piercing damage as this crossbow bolt hits you on your side of your body.
Oh no.
Alright,
That is a
with that
big
being
oof.
said, next one on the list is Ernwin. As you see this going on, what do you do? As you see this cart now being ambushed by Hadran's thugs, and you see the girl, the one who tried to convince Mr. Hadran, your client, now turns into some sort of animal, a worse skunk, basically. And the thugs are trying to take her down. So what do you do?
Well, I'm here to grab a child, so I'm going to try and cross over to the rooftops on the other side where the cart is at, and I'm going to try and hide.
Are you gonna jump? Because there's a gap, there's a road between the roof that you're on and the roof where the cart is next to. So are you gonna do acrobatics? Are you gonna jump, or are you gonna jump down and then climb down? And then climb up again? So it's up to you.
Is it a jump I could make? I suppose is the question.
If you roll a high enough acrobatics, being a hunter, you might just make it. So are you gonna risk it? Or are you just gonna jump down?
Yeah, heads up, Brand or Arnwin, you're not a thief yet, so you don't just innately get to do that passively.
Yeah. Because I
Like
think...
currently-
I know I don't have a climb speed yet. That's why I was saying just like jump from roof the one to the other.
Yeah, I mean it's not far up a distance. You think you can make it with a proper distance or running speed, but yeah, you just have to roll high enough, unless you want to jump down. What do you do?
I'll take a dash to get a running start to make the jump across to the other roof, and then I'll hide when I get to the other side.
Okay, so are you gonna jump now, or are you just gonna prepare to jump, basically?
Oh, well, I'm getting the running start to jump this turn, and then I want to go prone against the other roof and try and hide until I get the chance to jump out for a child.
Okay, so you hold your you dash, you try to prepare. Okay, so moving on as you try to make a jump for it.
Wait, DM?
Yeah?
DM?
Yeah.
Rogue, since he's level 2, can dash and hide on the same turn.
Yeah, but he's not currently hiding yet, so he's just preparing to jump. So he's gonna hide in his next turn. Alright, correct? Am I right, Erwin?
No, I can do both.
Yeah, he can do both, and jumping just counts as your movement. He can do this all in one turn. That's like
okay.
the rogue's gimmick. That's their thing.
Yep.
So I'm guessing,
Run and hide.
as a DM, I would just say that currently you're still hidden because none of the party or none of the people know where you are currently. But you're currently on top of the orphanage. So I'm just gonna say this so that you don't have to roll. You're still completely hidden. At least no one knows where you are. Aside from Mr. Hadran and the other thugs, basically, the one on the roofs. But yeah, so surprisingly, the party still doesn't know where you are.
Alrighty, but I still need to get to the other roof to get closer to the cart. Is the thing. So
yeah. All right. Next on the round, let me just check as I try to see that. Is basically 15. Nar, it's your turn.
Okay, so were we inside when this happens?
Yes, you're just outside, and you manage to hear a scream of Ma'am Eza as it echoes through the night, basically, as there's only a few people going in and out doing their job. And most of them have either run and avoided the conflict as this is too much for them.
Well, I go ahead and stand up, finish my tea, and goes, Well, guess it's showtime. Runs outside, and I take a look to see what's out.
Yep, you do see this. You don't see Narissa. You see what appears to be what you call tugs blocking and covering the cart when with Ma'am Eza trying to cover her body to protect the kids. And you see on top of the cart also a giant skunk. It's terrifying. You don't know if this skunk is part of the ambush. You do see hints. I would say roll intelligence check to see
Sure.
to see what this is.
My intelligence check. 19.
Yeah, you're pretty logical enough to understand that this could be Narissa, and it's terrifying.
Ah. Interesting. Girl's got claws. So I'm going to bull rush at the person number 3.
What's your movement speed, Nar?
30 feet.
30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to here.
Alright, and I just raise my fist to go ahead and deck that guy next turn.
Okay. Alright, next.
Well, no fighting in turn.
Alright, so next is 13. Oh, it's Mr. Hadran says, as what you call, he approaches here and says, going somewhere? And what you call, he's gonna try to see. He's gonna try. He doesn't have a weapon on him, or at least a crossbow bolt, so he's gonna stay there. As let's see here, 8. Tag 2 is gonna shoot at Narissa, as seeing this skunk basically. 18. That's 21 to hit. 28 plus 1. That's 5 hit points. 5 piercing damage. Alright.
You're probably not doing too healthy.
Yeah, I think they're terrified of this skunk and trying to get rid of it as much as possible. Alright, next on the turn is your net. No, yeah. Wait, yeah, your net.
Right, so I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
And I am going to use my longbow and shoot talk number 3.
Shoot longbow number 3. Okay.
Yep.
I think yeah,
So
you can reach that.
It's at 18.
Noise.
18. Yeah, let me just check their stats real quick. Yep, that hits. That
All
definitely
right,
hits.
and damage will be
Dog number 3. That's 11. Okay.
5.
5. Okay. So you see you see an arrow just swooshes by you as it hits the guy in front of you on the shoulder.
Does he go down?
Nope, he's still alive, but he appears to be bleeding. So next on the turn is I would say Saul.
Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I forgot to
I'm
move
gonna go
down 5 and
advance
6.
next to Nar with Owl in tow.
Okay. So that's your movement.
Let me see. Okay, my owl can't do anything because if it does anything right now, they're just gonna shoot it out of the sky. Okay, so the one that got shot by Yen Rent, I'm going to cast Bolt.
Okay.
Dexterity 13 saving throw. If he fails, he takes 4 damage.
13. He just rolls 13.
Then that means who does it go to? Defender or attacker?
Chris, what if he rolled the exact number? Is it the defender or the attacker? I'm actually not sure about that.
It's the defender always wins.
Okay. So yeah, he managed to avoid it. So it's just half damage, I guess? He takes half
No,
or
it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. No, he takes half of that bolt or not. if he
No,
if he
it's a
succeeds.
cantrip is 0 damage if I miss.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay then, so I'm just gonna go sacrifice my owl. What is it? My owl does the help action on the one that was shot before. So then Nar's next attack is made with advantage.
Oh, okay.
And then the owl flies 5 feet up, but that's not gonna do anything because if they want to shoot the owl, they're gonna shoot the owl.
Okay. I forgot to roll for the other 2 thugs, but that's okay. So, next on the list is I forgot to roll the other 2 thugs, so I'm gonna approach this 5. Narissa, you see this thug on your top side of the card, the other side of the card, as he tries to swing a scimitar on your leg, basically. That's a 13 plus. Let me just check here. A 13 plus 3. That's 16 to hit. 1d6. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. 4 plus 1. You take 5 slashing damage.
That's no good. She is down to 2 health.
Ouch. So badly bleeding.
Yep, very badly bleeding.
Alright.
Heads up, love, as a reaction, you can disengage because you're shifted. That's what you do while you're shifted.
Okay. So the 6 here.
Like, if they walk up to try to punch you, you're just like, I disengage instead.
It's true.
Okay, so the other one is gonna walk and do the same thing as they try to ambush Narissa on both sides. That's a 15 to hit. Can you disengage in the middle of the enemy's turn? I'm not sure about disengage.
And while she's shifted, that's literally her gimmick while shifted. Read
so
her thing. Yeah, that's her gimmick while shifting.
So he can't attack you. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't.
Unless he has a weapon.
Shoot.
Yeah, unless he has a weapon that reaches 10 feet, he can't hit her.
But she has to move 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's only because he's hitting her with a scimitar, which is 5 feet. So no.
So then he can't.
So Narissa can
So
move.
where are you going?
Yep, you have a whole whopping 10 feet, love. I believe in you.
I'm going to move closer to the noble.
Oh, wow, really? That gutsy. Okay.
Ballsy.
Okay. All right. So, Narissa, you start, even as bloody as you are. You try your eyes turn red as you're trying to aim for this. Try to aim for Mr. Hadran, as he's now terrified as this giant skunk try to approach slowly but surely at him, and he's just like, oh shit. All right. Top of the round, Narissa, it's up to you. What do you do?
I am going to go ahead and cast sleep.
Wow. Okay, do the.
It's an AoE, love. So what are you doing?
So it's 90 feet, so I can go ahead and cast it directly in front of me, I guess, and it lasts an hour. It's 16 sleep damage.
16 sleep damage. Okay, so there's no saving throw for that, right? It's just automatic? And I'm guessing you're targeting Mr. Hadran?
It usually goes off of whoever has the lowest HP and works off of that.
Okay, so it's Tug 3 basically so far. So yeah, you see Nar and Saul and Ernwin, basically all of you see one of the thugs with a crossbow bolt aiming at Narissa just feels a little drowsy and wonky and then just drops on his knees and to the floor as he is now asleep, basically.
And then it goes to everyone else after it uses up his HP.
So 6. So that's I would say 5. That's 6 so far. So there's 10 more. So who are you aiming?
It would go to the next lowest HP. So I would assume that's the noble.
Unless he somehow had more.
No, the noble has. Oh yeah, I guess because you did attack. Who attacked the noble before? Was it you?
Me.
Naruto.
Yeah, it was also Narisa. All right, so let's see here. He has no noble. Right. Hadran has. How much hit points did you hit? I forgot.
8.
8 before, so that's 7. Yup, he's asleep as well. So you still have 3 basically. So you
I'll
can
go to the next lowest.
Okay, so far there is none of those. They have all equal hit points so far.
If none of them have 3 hit points, then the last 3 points are wasted.
Okay, so it says that. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
And then I'm probably gonna use my movement, or to try and hide underneath the hay barrels.
do a stealth roll.
7.
7. I mean, you try to hide the best as you can. And
Do I have any cover?
You're not sure, but you do hide in front of the 2 guards next to you as you do
Okay.
a terrible stealth roll. But yeah, alright, so next on the line is 18, 16. Tug 3 is down, so technically that's not good, as well as Hadran. Tug 4 is gonna, aim a crossbow to Nar, basically. 7, that's a 20 to hit.
How much to hit?
20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay.
Rolling high tonight.
6 damage. 6 piercing damage. So that's 16. Okay, 16, 15. Alright, Ernwin, it is up to you, buddy. What do you do as you're now ready? You see your client. You see Narisa just give a stare up to this to Mr. Hadran, and then suddenly he falls to the floor, in the concrete floor. You have no idea what happened there, but he looks like he fainted. So what do you do?
See, I want to use my movement to dash. I'm going to get off of the roof and run towards the client and pick him up.
Okay, you're gonna dash to jump to the other roof, right?
No, since my client is down and out, I'm going to jump down and protect him. I'm going to use my action to dash, get off the roof, run to him.
4, 5, 6. What's your movement speed? Is it 30 or 35?
It's 35.
Okay.
While
so,
dashing at 70.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, so that I can double it. 5,
Oh, okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I would say, yeah, you managed to just go here and manage to I would say you didn't do anything because you spend your action to dash, so that would be that.
He spent his bonus action to dash because he's a rogue.
Okay, so I guess you spend your action to grab him. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick him up and get ready to carry him off.
Okay. Next on the list is 11, 5, 1. Okay, Nar, basically. You see this wood elf just jumps from one of the roofs from the orphanage and then runs past Narisa as he's going to approach Mr. Hadran. What do you do?
Okay. So the thug in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
is he unconscious or is he up?
You see a sleeping thug, but the other one is
so-
still healthy.
So I'll go to the closest one I can,
Okay.
attack him.
Okay, roll to hit.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action, Strength from Pain. The attack that I was dealt last, 16, so I get to use half of that towards my damage.
What? Sorry, I did not get that.
So I have a bonus action I can use called Strength from Pain from my Berserker class, which allows me to take the attack damage that I just got last turn.
Okay.
So you rolled the 16 to hit. You rolled what to hit me?
Number 4, 20. I think 20 something. So it's above 20.
So let's say 22. You roll the 22 to hit me. I get to use 11. I get to add 11 damage to my next roll.
Okay.
I don't think that's how it works. Attack damage and attack roll are two different things, my man.
What it says right here is, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The creator of all berserkers you know well, starting at 2nd level, when a creature deals damage to you, you can use that pain to fuel your combat prowess.
Attack roll. The damage roll was like 8.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you did damage, so that means you took me for 6. So I get to add 3 to my damage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
That's
Yeah.
right. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you,
this is not
thank you,
well
Brendan. For letting me know. I got confused that as well.
It's a wiki. It's probably not well written.
Yeah.
No, it's
So,
poorly written, but yeah, it's those two are two
so-
separate things, my man.
Okay.
That's true. All right, so let's see. I rolled 17 to hit.
You got hits.
Oh god.
As
Okay,
you
17 to hit.
scramble towards this young man. Roll a hit.
Let's see. That's 5,
Doug 4,
8 damage from a punch.
9. From a punch alone? Oh god, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, you punch him, you glock him from the side of the cheek. Alright, he's still up, but he's definitely bleeding from the side of his face as you try to clock him. Alright, so yeah, is that what else do you do? Do you stay there?
I have good.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to stay put, and I'm going to knock it next turn if I can.
Okay, 14, 11. It's Tug 14, yep. Tug 5. I would say, what you call... Oh, this is bad. Okay. So, what you call... Tug 5, one of the thugs looks at you, Erwin, and says, what do we do? The boss is out. Do we still continue this? As this is going on, basically. As their boss is out, so they have no idea what to do now.
I'm gonna say just one of you grab a kid and get out. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so the Tug 5 is gonna do just that. She's gonna try to is it athletics? Oh,
Yeah, it's athletics.
Athletics
versus whatever
grapple?
the kid uses.
yeah, to grapple.
Can I use a reaction when he or she grabs for it?
Okay, what's your reaction, Narisa, as she tries that?
I'm gonna try to hit them with my rapier.
Oh, okay. So roll to. Is that automatic hit or you have to roll to hit?
It's 18 to hit, 7 if I hit.
7. So that's Tug 5. 7. Yep. He's still up, basically, but you managed to, what you call, as you see a hand trying to grab onto the kids, you managed just in time to slash. So I would say with that, I'm gonna roll him with a disadvantage, because just for the sake of it, why not? And he rolls, not that it. Luckily, yeah, you managed to save one of the kids being grabbed as he rolled a nat 1 as being a disadvantage.
Nice.
And not, because
No
he
touch
did
the
not
children.
expect that, basically. So, next on the top of the line is Tag 2. Tag 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. He's gonna aim, I would say, crossbow bolt to Nar. Saying Nar is the most closest one. 17 plus 3 to hit. 20. 20 that
Yep,
hits.
that hits.
Yes.
8. Ooh, he rolled an 8 plus 1, 9. 9 piercing damage.
Okay, I get to add 5 to my next damage roll.
Oh, at least someone's excited. I'd be dead. As I just look at Narwhal, he just has like 2 grotesque wounds, like stabbing out of him.
Okay, so you gave me how much damage? It was 9
9
damage.
So I think that's round down. So that's 4, right?
Yeah, we can do 4 damage.
Yeah. All right.
So
Next one is who's the one that attack? Is 2. One moment as I try to see here. So 2. All right. Your net. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move next to I think it's Armani, Saul.
Saul, yeah.
Saul. Yes,
Okay.
move me next to Saul.
1,
That's
2, 3,
30.
4, 5, 6. Here, just here.
And I'm going to use again my longbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to hit the top number 4 next to Norse. Let me see how that goes. Okay, so that is 14.
14. Okay. That misses, unfortunately, as
Okay.
the guard managed to ducks down just in time.
Right.
Okay, so is that your turn? You end your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so next one is gonna be Saul.
Armani, what you doing, bud?
Okay,
Wait,
so
oh, wait,
how
did-
high,
wait.
like how high are number 1
Oh wait,
and number
Ironwind, did I
No.
pass you? I think I did, or no? No, I did. No, I think I
Okay,
did
so
because
who,
you went.
who's all?
Arwen?
Okay.
Saul's last.
Yeah, Saul, I'm last.
Okay, so I think I miss Ernwin. I think I miss you, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, my turn was spent going
Okay, yeah. So
and
that's
dashing
okay.
and picking up the boss.
Okay, so I did that. All right, so yeah, it's your turn, Saul.
Okay, how high off the ground are number 1 and number 5? Like, how high is this roof?
Number 1 and number 5 is not on the. Is on the road. Number
on the
1
ground.
and number 2 is currently at the roof. So I would say this
Okay,
is 2
10
stories
feet or
up.
20 feet?
So this is somewhere around 2 to 3 stories up, basically.
Okay, oof, okay.
So
2
they're
stories.
so they're quite high. So what do you do?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go 1. Okay, so does the just asking this to you as a DM, does
Okay.
the cart give the children full cover?
For now, yes.
So the cart gives the children full cover. I'm 100% asking you this.
Yeah. I would say yes
Okay.
currently.
All right, so I'm gonna walk like what do you call it? One step, like one step a little past 4.
That one step a little past 4. So here?
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out my holy symbol and do my channel arcana and say my little prayer. Glorious lords of the heavens, cry havoc, and with your wrath lead my enemies to their doom.
Oh,
And
okay.
do a max damage destructive wave.
Okay.
They have to do a Constitution 13 saving throw or take 16 damage. Number 5 and whoever's underneath the cart.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Yep. There you go. All right. So what's that? What saving throw is that? Constitution.
Constitution.
13, and if they fail, they take 16. If they pass, they take 8.
Okay. 17 for the first one, and they both pass. 14 for the other. So they take
Alright, they
8.
both
Wow.
take 8 damage.
So that's tag 5, 14. Yep, tag 5 is down as he's blown away. You just see, Narisa, you just see this man, Saul, just bash his staff to the floor as this wave of energy just flows through the staff. As tag 5 is now down. And tag 6 is that's 8, right? 8 damage.
Yeah, if they pass,
10,
they
9, 10, 11. Okay. Alright, so next one is tag 6. Tag 6 is gonna slash you, Saul, with a scimitar. As you tried that. 12 plus
about
3,
right.
15.
Of course, the 15 hits. I'm a mage.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 1, 4, 5 slashing damage.
Yeah, he cut straight across my chest. I'm not looking too good.
Okay.
I'm about 2/3 of the way dead.
Okay. So, top of the round, Narissa, it's your turn. As you see, the wood elf basically grab their target.
I am going to go ahead and cast Hideous Laughter on Arwen.
Okay. Did that? That's the saving throw on that?
Yeah, what's everything on it?
Let me see. This saving throw is 13.
Constitution?
What kind is it of?
Wisdom, sorry.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, Ernwin, roll wisdom saving throw, and you have to beat 13.
I got 15.
Yep, you managed to resist laughing as
You're
this-
not funny.
You're a skunk. You don't feel like laughing as the situation is just what you call chaotic right now, and as this giant were skunk is looking at you. All right, so
Made the funny faces.
all right, so next on the top of the line is let's see here, 22, 50. All right, tag 4 is gonna slash on you, Nar, with a scimitar.
Okay.
8. That's 9, 10, 11 to hit. That misses, I'm guessing.
Nope. Misses.
Okay, you managed to what you call block it with your great sword, just in time.
I'm not using my sword.
Oh,
but
or
I
okay, you managed to
saying.
duck or move just in time as he tries to slash you with it.
No weapons inside the city walls.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm only punching.
Okay, good to know. All right, so with that being said, I'm bad with this. 15. All right, Ernwin, it is your turn, basically. What do you do as this worst skunk is looking at you? Do you
He
make a
left.
dash for it?
It looks like he disconnected.
Wait.
He disconnected on
Right
accident.
Oh, wait. I
Yeah, he
wasn't
disconnected.
looking. Oh, I wasn't looking. No, that's the worst time to do that. Okay.
Yeah, I know. He's texting me right now. Something happened. What's going on?
Okay, so
It's probably just his internet went down or something. Give me a second.
okay, so
Yeah, his internet just went down.
oh, that's a terrible thing to do. Okay, he can just message me, but I'll let him know if he wants me to move for him or if he wants to message me on chat. But just for the sake of it, we'll skip him for now. Or I'm not sure how's that. So just message him. All right.
I told him to message you, so I'm seeing what he's gonna do.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure he's probably going to want to take his employer out of there because he doesn't get paid
Yeah.
if his employer's dead.
Yeah. So, but I don't wanna move for him. So unless he
Fair
has
enough.
other plans.
I don't think he really would, but that's up to him, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that
Right.
seems like the most logical explanation because the guy's all about that money.
About that dinero.
Chingy chang.
Man, I can't believe they both resisted my literal god smite.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
super sad.
yeah.
Love the money.
Oh, interesting.
They both resisted my god smite, and I
Yeah.
just couldn't blow up. two people.
Surprisingly, they're rolling quite well in terms of.
You got one.
Yeah, but he still
These are above
resisted
average.
it.
These are above average thugs.
I still didn't get a message from him. Did he message you? Because I still don't have a message for him. We're running out of time. No. All right.
If push comes to shove, you might have to play him because I haven't gotten anything from him.
I would just play him real quick, and I'm sure he'll be okay with that movement.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm just I'm
move
get,
him, like try to move him off the battlefield. 'cause that's
I
probably
would
what he'll do.
say he would take this action to dash just for the sake of it,
Right.
so that we don't waste time. So he would be gone. As Saul, Nar, Narissa, and your net, you see this wood elf turns around and goes for a run with the nobleman at hand. So I would say the guards are now even more confused as they still have to try to see if they can work things out as they have no one in charge. All right. So next on the top of the line is Nar.
All right, I'm punching this guy again in the face. Only this time, I'm going to grab him by the ears and headbutt him.
Okay. Roll to
And I'm
hit.
going to use that strength from pain. 19.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so D4 plus. What do we say? 4, so that'd be 8. So D4 plus 8. And I rolled a 4, so that is 12 damage.
Yep, that definitely knocks him out cold as you grab him and it's like, and you raise him a few feet with your giant muscular hands and just swoosh, and your horns just what you call bashes straight to his skull, and he is knocked unconscious,
Just
and
like a
he
ram.
feels limp into your hands, and you drop him. You
And I
see
just
his
pat him on the
nose.
shoulder. Just let him on the ground.
Yep. As you see his nose bleeding from the impact. This guy is down and out. Alright, so that's tag 4. Alright, so that's that good. Alright, so next on the line is 14. I'm so bad at math. Alright, I would say your net. No. Tag 2. Yeah, tag 2 is gonna shoot Saul first to the crossbow before we go to your net. 10 plus 13. Saul, does that hit? Saul?
I
Money.
can shield. I was muted.
Okay, you cast and shield. Okay.
Yeah, my AC is 16 now.
Okay, so that
Wait, so
yeah,
misses.
that misses. Alright,
magical shield just
Bounces,
raises
yeah,
up
it
and
bounces
knocks
off.
and he's gonna move here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's gonna move here. Alright, your net, it's your turn.
Right. So I'm going to move
God, I'm almost out.
next to Saul. And
Brendan. He's
I
back.
give you a pleading look to save me as I'm like getting surrounded.
Yeah.
I know, Saul, if you can move a little bit, I want to use my breath of dragon breath, and blow these two at the same time.
So she wants to do the angle right next to Saul.
Oh boy,
To be in
that's
front
gonna
of
be
me.
fun. Okay.
Yes, and let me roll that.
What's the
one.
radius on that? I haven't done that here. So that's gonna be fun.
So she would be diagonal, so which would mean she'd be right adjacent to Saul and in front of me.
Yes, and this is cold damage. So
Okay. What's the radius in that? Let me know so that I.
It's a
can...
15-foot cone.
yes,
15
So
foot cone.
yeah, that's why she would want to be right next to Saul, so the cone would
exactly.
hit.
15.
And-
15.
Two,
Wait. Your net
6
15
and
foot
2.
cone from your location.
Yes,
Okay. Good to know.
so it's I'm good there.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
All she
Yeah.
has to do is just aim it properly, and she should be able to hit them both.
definitely. And let me
15.
see here. I'm just
1, 2,
reading what it
3,
says here.
1, 2. I'm not sure if you could
It's-
hit the other one though. 15. That's 5, 10, 15. So just 6 is 15. I'm not sure if you could hit number 2.
If
I'm
you
thinking
can,
that she-
if you because I'm
You have
not.
to move her right next
can-
to Saul
I want
in
Oh.
front
to
of
move.
me.
Yes, I wanted to move next
Okay.
to Saul, but down, not up.
Oh no,
down.
this is what you call the edge of the road. So this is the roof now, where
Oh,
number 2
okay.
is.
It's the middle.
Okay.
She wants the middle of the road.
Okay,
What you're talking
sure.
about.
Exactly.
Okay, here.
Exactly.
Right there.
So I can hit both of them.
Yeah, you can now hit both of them. Yeah, if you're gonna.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling, and
Actually, you can also hit number 1 as well. I think. Yeah, you can hit. You can just
Yeah,
barely hit 1
and it's a 19.
to hit.
Yes.
All
So
three?
definitely.
Yeah, that.
Wait, I
hits.
thought it's just a I thought it's a Constitution saving throw.
Cone. Yeah. It's
Okay.
also a cone. It should only be a triangle.
Oh,
Exactly, it's a triangle.
sorry, I'm bad at this. Okay. You know what? How do we do this?
So a triangle that would be focused on 6 and 2. 6 would be point blank.
Okay, one moment. I'm just gonna do this instead to make my life easier because it's gonna be. Alright, so 15. So from here, I would say you hit there and hit here. Yeah, something like that. I would say you would. Soul wouldn't be hit for the sake of this.
I thought with a breath weapon you could only aim one target in time, not two.
Yeah, correct me.
No,
What? Is it-
it is whatever is exhaled in a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
Yeah, so whatever's in the cone.
Exactly,
Okay.
whatever is in the cone.
Okay.
So which
So
means
yeah.
she's also going to blast the children.
Nope, the children have full cover. Made that clear earlier.
Mhm.
Yes.
okay.
Yes. It's only them.
Narissa, I would say. I would.
Narissa might not have full cover.
Narissa is
Because-
not.
Yeah, because he's sticking out.
So I tried to hide underneath the hay bale.
You did try. You did try to hide. That's right.
Okay, I would say you have half cover. Wait, no. I would say, yeah, I would say you have full cover as well, Narissa, as you're hiding. I'll give
Okay.
you that.
Okay,
As
thank
a
you.
DM, I'll make that call. Because
So
you
it
usually
hit,
hide.
and it got it.
It doesn't hit. The equation for the save is 8
Other-
plus 2 plus your Constitution.
So
So that's 10
10.
plus what's your Constitution modifier?
+1.
So the
So it's
DC's
11.
11.
So,
you just have to beat 11.
they have to
Yeah,
beat
they
it.
have to beat 11.
What 11? Constitution? Or Dex?
Yep, they have to beat 11.
Yes.
11 what? Constitution or Dex? Let me know.
Constitution.
Constitution saver, I think.
Constitution.
Yeah, it's called. It's Constitution.
Constitution.
Okay, so number 1 rolls an 18, so he beats that.
Oh, come on. Stop!
Number 6 rolls a 7, so he's down. And number 2 rolls a 1. So only 1 saves. 6 and 2 are down. So what's that? Let me know. What do I need to do? Is that damage? Roll.
Yeah, what's
It's a-
the damage, Imran?
The damage is a 2d6, so it's
Okay, roll.
12.
So okay, so roll. Did you roll for that? Roll 2d6.
Yeah.
She rolled
yes.
a 12.
Yeah,
You
she
rolled
says
a-
you rolled a 12.
Oh god, he rolled a 12. Oh god.
Yeah.
God, that's
They just
not.
die.
Remember, I'm a paladin. I'm a
They
paladin.
get frozen.
That's what I do.
They get frozen solid.
Tag 6
Yeah.
Yes.
and tag to what's it? 12. Yep. Boats. You see Saul as this dragonborn paladin rushing your net just prepares herself, and then you see cold flickering flakes starts to glitter on her mouth, and then just whoosh as this cone of ice just surrounds these two guys and are frozen solid. As you manage to just in time avoid this spray of cold ice, as two of them, one in the roof and one in front of you, are frozen solid.
Much appreciated, Yenrat. Much appreciated.
All right.
Welcome.
So now, oh my god. So tag 1 is okay. Tag 1 is a 1. So tag 1, seeing this happen, he's going to disengage and make a run for it. So basically, he knows that he can't beat all of you at once. So he's not even gonna bother trying doing that. So with that, we're gonna end initiative. Let me just do
Hooray.
this.
None of the children were taken, right?
Nope, you're lucky that none of the children were taken. I did not expect that to work, but it did.
Yay! I didn't die.
Yep.
Well, the only issue is we still have no way to track, the agent of chaos, and now he's becoming a weird reoccurring villain.
Oh, Brandon is here. Oh, wait, Brandon. No. Yeah, Brandon, are you here?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So what you
We
did?
had you take your
I had-
boss and run.
Yeah. So for the sake of it, you managed to grab your boss and just run. So you managed to escape with your boss unconscious, sleeping body, basically. So let me just
Well,
do this.
That was the plan.
Yep. Well, not technically, but still better than the
That-
other way.
That was the escape plan.
Yeah, the escape plan, basically.
The escape
But he won't be
plan.
happy when he wakes up that the plan did not work. But yeah, all right.
Well, and then I'll tell him it's either that or he was dead.
Oh yeah, true.
God, we were not like Saul just takes a deep breath and he's just like, we were not meant to, like, by some divine intervention. I'm pretty sure we beat those thugs. I'm not okay. He
Okay.
just sits there and contemplates. And he just
Okay.
kisses his holy symbol and he just sits there again and sighs.
And
I
it is
just cra-
currently
I just-
around
yeah.
6, I would say, almost. I would say past 6 at this point, as Ma'am Eza is just looking and thinking from the back of the card. Says, "Is it over? Please tell me it's over."
Yeah,
I
it's
just-
over. I'm
Stand up.
looting the guy.
Oh
I'm
wait,
looting
you're
the
still in
unconscious
skunk
people.
form. Narissa.
Yeah, I have like another like 45 seconds left before I like turn back human, and I don't have an extra pair of clothes.
Okay,
Oh,
as
so you shredded your clothes.
okay, as Mom Eza peeks out and says, "Is it over?" And then one of the kids says, "Mom Eza, look, giant animal." And he turns slowly, and she sees you, and Mom Eza just faints, basically. As
then.
this happens.
Okay. So for my action, I'm going to loot the unconscious people, and I'm going to tie the one up that I beat unconscious.
Can
Alright.
we please just gather them up and bring them to the elders, whether they're dead or alive?
That's the plan.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Saul kind of just sighs and he's
Still
like,
taking all their
okay,
coin purses.
I'm pretty sure we can't just, let's say, transport dead bodies, because I'm pretty sure, as I point to the one that's torn open due to, divine fury, I don't think we can move that one very easily.
We got a bucket, don't we?
Yes, I'm gonna go look for a bucket. I'm gonna go look
Okay.
for a bucket and a mop. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yep, bucket and a mop.
Roll perception check.
Got
Saul
a
looks
plan.
for a bucket and a mop.
Roll perception check.
My owl's gonna help me, so I'm doing it with advantage.
Okay.
I'm
Hey,
looting the
Red,
corpse.
can you-
All right. So
I
here's
got
the
a
thing.
16
for
to find a
gold.
bucket and a mop.
Here's the thing. Nar, you're trying to look for bodies, right? So I would say,
Basically, the bodies that are there, I'm taking the gold off of them.
yeah. So roll. I would say investigation or perception. I'm
Yep.
not sure which is more appropriate for this.
Investigation.
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 Uh
That's a 5.
huh. 5. Nope. They're bodies. Looks fresh.
Their body's alright.
Yep, they're bodies. That's what you find.
So I'm like, well, can't find no money. So I just go ahead and
It's a bloody mess.
Tie
So.
up.
Unless
there's like
unless
one
one
that's
of you are
alive.
helping, but what you call
I'm literally on
Yeah.
janitor duty,
Yeah.
so I don't know what Yenrat's doing. Anyway, I got a 16 to find a bucket and a mop.
yeah, you managed to find a bucket and a mop laying on the side of a house.
No, I'm just cleaning up the mess I made by smiting someone.
I would say.
I'm very sad.
How do you hide tracks? What do you roll for that? I forgot what. I know there's a roll for that. I'm bad at remembering it.
For what?
To hide tracks, basically.
Oh,
to-
that's survival. I'm not
Yeah.
good at survival.
Okay,
but
roll
give me one.
survival. You roll survival as you try to clean the mess. Because it's
Oh, hey, I actually got a good roll. I got a 17.
17.
Hey.
Surprisingly, yeah, you managed to wipe up the mess, basically. Thanks to Nar being not violent and hitting enemies with a sword, you didn't have to clean too much.
Yep, no sword in city walls. That's the rule.
Okay, what do you
So
guys do?
I'm just like a bloodied mess, and I'm gonna look over at Yenra. I'm going to be like, I have one mission to get these kids to the hideout. Can you please come with me so that I'm safe, please.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go and take these kids there while these guys continue cleaning. I think that the ones that I frozen, they are already ready for the freezer, so we don't need a lot of cleaning with those.
Yeah, I mean, they're frozen.
You don't put bodies in a freezer. Yenret, why do you just say that so casually as Saul is still cleaning up his mess and he grabs the freezer guys because he's proficient in athletics?
Because I'm like that, ice cold.
I see. Okay, nope. I'm not gonna make a comment. I'm not gonna. Nobility. Yep. Anyway, DM, what do I have to roll to find a freezer?
Perception? If you see a freezer lying around.
Alright, my owl's helping me look because I can't see in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 15.
You see a dumpster.
I throw them in the dumpster.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
you see
we just
you see
throw them
feet
all. We're
sticking
gonna throw
out.
them all in the dumpster.
Okay, you see
me
feet
and
sticking out.
Nara are just throwing 3 frozen bodies.
Yeah,
in the dumpster.
you see Nora and Saul
One
just
of them is
carrying
alive.
bodies left and right. And trying
Oh
to-
wait, yeah, one of them is
What?
alive. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Nara, you
knocked
said
him
you were
the hell
tying that one up, right,
unconscious.
Nara, or
Yeah.
something?
Yep, I tied him up. I'm still putting him in the dumpster, so he gets to wake up to that horror scene.
Okay.
Wait, Nar, no, okay, those two are, okay, Nar, wait, don't we have to talk to these folks for information gathering, or how does this work, Nar?
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to intimidate the hell out of this guy when he gets awake. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to succeed because I beat him unconscious. And then we're going to
That's
find
in like
out
8 hours,
everything.
Nar.
What about the one that was put to sleep?
Oh, well, there's one that was magically put to sleep, and then there was the guy who
The
I
magically put to
Just
sleep guy
conscious.
should be stirring, actually, by now.
Yeah, he
It's
started
1
to wake
hour.
up. Oh, 1 hour. No, he's still asleep.
So he's tied up to.
Mhm.
Nar, what do we about that one? That one's, didn't
Why
see
tied
the
up?
horror that happened.
Oh, that's okay. So we're going to expose him to some new horror.
Oh God.
So I tied
Oh.
him up, and
Okay.
what I do is I take him. We're gonna do a little Batman time, and I'm gonna take him inside the orphanage.
Or we can take him to the elder, and the elder
I
can
thought you
find
guys.
out.
I thought you guys were going ahead, but if not, we can all go.
Those
Yeah, there's
two
no
need to
driver, by the
deliver
way.
kids. Me and you should be in healthy enough shape to do we have a sack big enough to transport these two sleeping folks, or
Nope.
are we gonna pretend they're drunkards?
I can just carry him over my shoulder.
Yeah, because that
Okay,
works
alright.
Long
well.
enough to do it.
Yeah, are we just gonna pretend they're drunks, or how are we gonna explain their bruising and one of them kind of has a hole in them?
I'm going to just say that I am helping work with the city guard, and I'm going to carry them both tied up over my shoulders.
They were both very drunk, is the problem.
They were DnD, drunk and disorderly.
That works.
I will do my damnedest to assist you, but I don't look anything like a guard, as you still see me with my vestments cut open and kind of still bleeding.
Well, before I put them over my shoulder, I realized that I still have bolts sticking out of me, so I ripped those out real quick so I can carry those people without stabbing them. Just tossed the bolts on the ground and shoulder both of them, and I'm like, all right, are you good to walk, Soul?
Yeah, I can carry one. I'm heads up. Saul is proficient in athletics. He's actually he had to actually be good at push-ups and shit, so he could actually carry one and not be garbage.
Okay, then I will leave one to you, and I got one for me. That's not so bad.
Alright, Saul looks at the rest of the party and he's like, alright, so then we're heading, me and Nar are heading to the Elder to deliver these two assassins, apparently, because I
Okay.
don't want to call them thugs, as they genuinely tried to kill us, as, I point at the entire party, who's covered in holes, slashes, and a bunch of other things. And you two are gonna go, drop off children and hopefully not catch the dead?
Okay, so here's what's going on. Narissa and your net, where are you going? Where are you dropping off the kids? Because there's no driver, so who's driving the cart?
I mean,
Please tell me someone's
me
proficient.
or Yenra, one of us drive the cart.
Who's
Are any of you guys
driving?
efficient with?
It has to be you because I'm always carried. I never drive.
Okay.
All right.
What do I roll?
All right. Animal handling check, Narisa, as you try to see.
Didn't Angelica say that she didn't have clothes on?
Yeah, I'm kind of naked.
Yeah.
And I'll
I
just,
can give you my cape.
I rolled a 5 in animal handling.
It just takes off her cape and hands it to the skunk.
There you go. And then she deactivates, and she's not.
Sorry, Narisa, what did you roll?
5.
5. Nope, the horses are not moving. They're terrified.
Okay. Saul's like, this is going nowhere. Saul drops 50 gold in
What?
Nurse's hand, and he's just like, go hire just a cab driver, any cab driver, find a cab driver, and tell him to drive.
This hour?
So wait.
That's why there's 50 gold. Cab
Nice.
drivers go for silver for the mile. If they don't take gold, they're fucking crazy. And as I
Where would
storm
I
off,
even look?
good luck. I'm gonna go deliver a body.
This is fun. Okay.
I'm just storming off next to Nars, like my back aches, my chest hurts. I'm clearly not accustomed to fighting. Like I lived in a temple my entire life, and I'm just like, oh god, this hurts.
Yeah, you're aching.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so Narisa, I want you to roll perception as you try to see if there's any carts even nearby.
Well, not carts, just cab drivers.
Or
14.
14. I would say you do see what you call a cart driver, and the driver is sleeping on the what you call on his cart. He's just laying there sleeping, and he's about I would say about a few blocks away from you. Surprisingly, he did not notice what happened here, as things are just going
No,
haywire.
Bard does Bard things. No! I'm going to walk up and lightly, like, what is it?
Also, I also
tap
forgot to
his
mention,
shoulder?
you're what you call a skunk person, naked, wearing a cape. So
Yep. So I'm just going to tap on his shoulder and trying to hide my bits.
I don't even know what to call this episode
it.
anymore.
The bits.
Sir?
Okay. Okay, as you try to poke him, and goes, ugh, what? What?
Hi,
He's
Hi.
just looking at you confused.
can I render your services for the night, please?
He looks
Oh,
at you
no.
up and down as what you call as this is weird for him, as a skunk person, naked, wearing a cape. He's looking at him in the middle of the night.
Like, the only thing that she has
She's
that's
covering her bits.
skunk-ish is her nose, her ears, and her tail. So she's just a completely, like, woman, like, underneath the cape,
Uh-huh.
just with a skunk nose.
Okay.
So,
She's got all human bits.
all human bits.
Okay, I don't even know what to call this episode anymore. Okay, so roll persuasion, Narisa.
With
Does
advantage?
she get advantage?
Nope,
I think
need.
that this episode should be called "Think of the Children."
I'll take note of that. Okay, Narisa, roll persuasion without advantage, as he is completely what you call confused.
16.
16. He's gonna roll insight. Nope. He looks at you, he narrows his eyes and says, am I saying things? Or is it just me?
No. I just, we need your help. Gotta kind of get these kids across town to the, nobles, and noble.
Hello?
Babe, your mic cut out real bad.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, you're back. So what do you say?
She's like, I just need help getting to the nobles area. I have a cart full of kids, and I'm willing to negotiate. Like, I can give you money, but I kind of need help. As you can see, I'm not necessarily decent right now.
Well, I'm not. Well, here's the thing. First of all, you're covered with blood. Whose mic is that? I'm hearing wind stuff. Is it mine or is it someone else? I'm not sure.
I think someone's breathing on a mic.
Okay, so he looks at you, Narissa, and says, "First of all, you're covered with blood. The next thing is you're completely naked, and I don't even know what you are."
It's perfectly fine to be confused. We literally just had a really terrible encounter.
Oh wait, your mic, Narissa, Angelica, your mic is cutting out. Hello? I think we lost Angelica.
Babe,
We did.
Yeah, oh wait, I think you just disconnected entire. Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, she's still connected and everything. Love, go check your wires or something.
Maybe the cat got him.
Hello?
Yep, you're back.
Oh,
Okay.
we hear you,
Yay.
okay.
So sorry. Technical difficulties apparently.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna tell him, I'm like, we had a really bad encounter with some drunk fellows, and they kind of started hurting me. And
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, traveling in the street is quite dangerous. Not gonna lie.
so I kind of would rather get home as fast as possible, please.
How much are you paying me?
I can give you up to 50 gold if needed.
You got
If
yourself
that's
a
not
deal.
enough,
No, that's more than enough. I mean, yeah, that you have a deal, and he reaches out his hand, expecting for the coins.
she just gives him the coin pierce, and she's like,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure. Just bring them to me, and I'll take them wherever you want, miss. And also, maybe it's best you get some clothes.
do you have any by chance?
I'm a driver. I'm not someone who sells clothes, so no. He gives you a shrug.
Okay. I'm just gonna be at the back of the cart then. Just trying to rest up. It's been a pretty terrible night.
Okay. So the first things first. So the kids are. Ma'am Eza is still unconscious. So who's carrying Ma'am Eza?
Thought she's still in the cart.
Yeah, he's still in the cart, but she's unconscious. Because yeah. So who's carrying her to the cart?
Can we specify using our own cart?
Oh, using the own cart? Because the driver doesn't want to leave his cart in the middle of the night, so no. Someone has to.
He's being paid 50 gold.
Yeah.
I don't even think a cart is worth 50 gold. I'm pretty sure a cart's like worth like 5.
I think it's worth 20.
Yeah, I
The
would
cart
say
is
yeah.
worth,
I
like,
would say
20.
with that, I would say yeah. I guess he would leave his cart behind. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, cart's worth like 15. We paid.
Yeah. Yeah, you paid him 2 carts eventually. So yeah, he does. So he wouldn't give a
That
damn
one gets
actually.
stolen. I can get another cart. Oh well.
Yeah. So yeah, he does take the cart where the kids is, and as he does approach you, you see Yernet, Gnar, and Saul. As you see this young driver man with a goatee and a beard, just looks at this massacre as your what you call. He just looks.
No,
at,
there's no massacre. I hit the tracks. There's no
yeah,
massacre.
but you see
Alright.
that what
So-
you call. You see that something happened here. There's frozen bits from Yernet's ice breath and stuff, and you see that there are impacts of bolts and stuff on the walls.
Thunder and
He clearly knows something
So-
happened, but he doesn't question it, and it just goes to the cart and sees the bunch of kids, and an unconscious woman says, "Okay, I sure hope I don't get arrested for this." And they
Oh,
just
don't worry. You're fine.
Okay, Narissa. So I see that you're wearing just the cape, and I'm like, that can't be comfortable.
No,
Would you like to borrow
not at
my-
all.
Would you like to borrow my shirt too? My shirt's probably long
Oh,
enough.
that would be highly appreciated.
Okay, tell you what. I'm put the guy down that I tied up.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes, take my shirt off, You give me the cape to put up over you, so you can change into it, and then you have the cape and the shirt. Okay?
Sounds good.
I mean, it's still quite it's quite big for you, Narisa, as you're wearing a loosely giant shirt or a monkish shirt.
It'd probably be like a 2 to 3X.
Yeah.
It's a dress. Fine. It's a dress.
It's essentially like a little dress thing.
Mm-hmm. So you can just tie it on the sleeves or whatnot to fashion yourself enough to make something out of it. Yeah, so you're not completely naked.
So there you go. You got the shirt. You got a cape. You're pretty well clothed now. You're decent.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. I don't know why we didn't do this before I went and talked to the driver.
That's okay. Nobody asked me for my shirt, so I didn't offer it.
Yeah. So now you're sticking out, Nar, as this giant. All right. So
yeah, you guys can see my spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the cape for your spikes? I mean, my entire bits are like covered.
Nah, it's okay. This guy can ride on my spikes. I just won't push hard so he doesn't get penetrated.
Okay.
Okay, so the driver looks at you, Narisa, and says, "Where do we taking them again?"
I show him the map.
Okay, so somewhere around the corner of your estate, and says, "All right, so I'm guessing you guys are staying here, or what?"
I stay there, but they're only visiting for the night. It's a sleepover.
Okay, so who's coming with you? Am I just gonna drop them off by the bunch of kids? Who's coming? Because there's a sleeping adult girl here. I'm not sure when she's gonna wake up.
It would be me and this lovely lady over here too. She points to your Yenret.
Okay, so only your net is coming.
It's me and Yenret.
Okay, so both of you ride the
those
cart.
two are going to the house.
Okay, so
We're taking these guys to the elders. So
okay, so I
and the kids are going on the cart as well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, they're using you guys are using the same cart, so they're still there. So basically, the cart leaves with Narisa and your net, and Saul and Nar, you two are left behind. So what do you guys do?
Oh, Nar, how's it feel having, parts of your chest missing? I see part of your shoulder dangling there. I don't exactly have access to healing magic yet, but you want to, get that looked at, or?
No, I'll be fine. I've actually been through worse. I just need to go ahead and, because literally, I'm not even down to half HP yet.
Oh God. Yeah, he's a tank basically.
I'm not gonna lie. Mechanically, you took more than enough damage to nearly kill me. So you took a person's worth of damage. So in reality, you look like shit, but you're just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I look like shit, but I'm like, nah, I'll be all right. I just gotta go ahead. We'll go ahead and carry these guys a couple blocks. Should be all right.
Okay, so you're carrying two unconscious bodies.
Yeah, I'm carrying one. He's carrying one.
He's carrying one, and I'm carrying one, and I'll take one. When we're halfway through, I'll take his, and I'll carry it the rest of the way.
Are you gonna stealth your way carrying the bodies, or are you just gonna walk hunky?
No, we're gonna rely on our brute charisma to lie our way to victory.
Okay, as you're carrying the bodies, a city guard just positioned nearby gives you a weird look as this human man and a tiefling orc just carrying two bodies. Basically, he approaches you. You see him approaching you. What do you guys do? Something?
Yeah, I go ahead and tell him it's special business for Elder Andro.
I will also interject. I'll be like, we were two agents sent by Elder Andro to investigate, and we were brutally attacked by these two assailants, as you can clearly see. I point out the giant gash in my chest, and then the bits and parts missing off of Nar, and we're just transporting these two to the Elder himself for questioning. That's basically what's happening. We'd appreciate some assistance, but you don't have to.
Roll a persuasion check. Roll a persuasion check, Saul.
Oh no. That's a lie. I got a 12.
A 12. He's gonna do insight. Not that you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, you're not lying, but yeah, He believes you and says, "Do you need carts? Are they dead?" And he points at the two bodies that you guys are carrying.
No,
not
they're breathing. One was magically put to sleep. The other one might have a broken face. As I look at Nar.
Yeah, he's still bleeding on his nose.
I just kind of give him a look. It's like, nah, I broke his nose at best. He'll be all right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
won't be able to
Otherwise,
breathe
we
right,
don't know how
will
to
you?
drive carts. I'm sorry about that.
I
sir,
can
but
have
if you
someone
could-
here if that's okay. So you don't have to walk because, as much as I understand, you have orders. Walking in the street with lifeless, unconscious bodies is not really allowed in the city. Like it's normal because it's not. So it would be best to, be discreet about it. So he
Let's
whistles.
go ahead and get a wagon.
Yeah, the guard. I would say the guard whistles it for you as you guys are escorted in front of the city. The elder's office as you guys knock and the door opens. You see the servant boy serving the the servant boy opens the door for you guys, and his eyes go wide as he sees two of you carrying unconscious body and says, I'm guessing you're here for the elder, right?
Oh yes, and a pot of tea if you got it.
Yeah, some tea or some food or maybe bandages. I'd like some bandages. My chest really hurts.
Yeah, I guess
Uh-huh.
cleaning up some wounds would be a good idea.
Well, I guess the elder's upstairs. I'm not sure about the bodies though, but sure. Let me escort him to you. And
we could go upstairs. We don't need to be hindrance or anything. We could carry. We've already carried him this far. We could go upstairs.
Sure. I'll just escort him to you. He's in the office upstairs. As the servant boy escorts, escorts you two on the office, and as he opens the door, you see the elder still writing paperwork and looks on top of you, and sees you two carrying these bodies and says, interesting. I'm guessing you guys did not follow what I told you to do. But that's interesting.
Elder, sir, this one was self-defense. If you could not... Oh, wait. How do we prove this is self-defense, Nar?
Your wounds, I'm guessing.
Oh, that's quite easily. So I just go ahead and I show him. It's like, as you can see, by sticking fingers into each of my wounds, I go, I've been shot here, and I've been shot here.
I
And as
see,
you can see,
Nar. I see
Saul
your point.
And Saul over here had been gashed very badly. Now you
Yes.
see, I did not kill anyone. These two people are alive, and they're willing to answer questions.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll tie them in a chair, and hopefully you guys did the right thing this time, and we'll see what we can gather from them.
Attempted to, Elder, sir. The issue was, a blade to the chest makes you do some crazy things.
We're not gonna
Like
have
invoking the
bloodshed
wrath
in
of
front
a
of my
god.
office. Yes, we're gonna interrogate them, but the last thing I want you to do is scare them to death.
That's
Okay.
perfectly reasonable.
Yes.
I'll just...
I'll let the city guard know
Is he here
that
yet?
what happened here.
So has the servant come up with the tea yet?
Yeah, the servant does
I would
what
like
you
some
says.
tea.
They asked for tea, Elder. Well, we're gonna be here for a while. Might as well drink some tea while we're at it. Help yourselves. And he just sits down there.
Yep.
And he looks at the servant boy and says, Karin, I need city guards here immediately. Now. Yes, Elder. Right away. And he just runs downstairs calling for the city guards.
Okay. So I put the guy who has had the sleep spell in the
Okay.
chair,
Mm-hmm.
take a sip out of my tea, and then splash it in his face and go wakey wakey.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to you as you do that. We're gonna go back to
the other two.
Ernwin. No, Ernwin.
Oh, wait, Arnwin? Whoa. Twist.
Ernwin. So you carried. This is what happened, Ernwin. You carried the body to Mr. Nicholson's office. As you knock on the front door with the body, the secretary is shocked and says, "Oh my God, is he alive?"
Yeah, he's alive. Just slightly injured, I think.
He's still asleep as he's about to wake up. And Okay, and then the secretary, this elven blonde woman, looks at you and says, "Okay, Mr. Nicholson was expecting both of you. So, if you mind, you can carry him upstairs. Mr. Nicholson is there."
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, so you carry him upstairs and you open this grand office. And sitting in this red cushion chair is definitely Mr. Nicholson. He says, Erwin, it's about time you get here. And what do you have here, Mr. Hadran? As you see him, Mr. Hadran is now moving slowly and about waking up. So what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna prop him up against the wall and be like, yeah, the mission he sent us on didn't go very well.
I see. So, here's the thing. I did not send you a mission. So I'm guessing this is Mr. Hadran's doing. He looks at...
That is... Yeah, correct. That is correct.
He looks at Mr. Hadran and says, hey, wake up. Oh, Mr. Nicholson, up! And then he stands up and tries to clean himself up and says, everything's fine. Fine? Define fine. Everyone here carried you in my office. What did you do now? Let's just say I did a few negotiation. I talked to Miss Eza. How did Miss Eza put you to sleep? Did you just decide to sleep and then have a wood elf carry you in the street? Well, what did he do? He looks at you, Erwin.
Let's see. If we're going into detail here, he had us stick up a caravan, and it went incredibly south.
Okay. With that, he looks at. I would say, Jacqueline. If it's 10, you guys. For those people who, because I only need Brandon here. So if it's 10 and you guys need to go, just you guys can leave. So just in case. Because I'm gonna take a little time with Brandon here for a bit. If that's okay with you guys.
Sure, perfect.
Okay, so just go.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Erwin, Mr. Nicholson says, what was the plan eventually? What did he tell you to do? Please.
The plan we were told was to kidnap a child from the orphanage to ensure that they paid their taxes.
And I'm guessing things did not work well.
No, the caravan was guarded by a rather colorful cast of characters and a skunk beast.
And then
and it was just a big mess.
And as you do say
Pretty
that,
sure I saw someone explode.
Well, not technically. But, as you say that, Mr. Hadran interrupts you and says, well, technically, everything went well, sir. We're just a slight, interference and a bit of conflict. You tried to kidnap a child. You know, I understand, Mr. Hadran, I care for my reputation. And kidnapping a child is bad for my reputation. Not to mention, you got beaten by a bunch of, what? Just traveling adventurers? Well, they're not just traveling adventurers, Mr. Nicholson. They're a bit more than that, a bit terrifying. You had people with you when you left my office, and I don't see them right now, and then Ironwind here carries you in my office asleep. So I'm guessing you created a ruckus in the middle of the street, which could also pinpoint back to me. I can fix this, Mr. Hadran. I can definitely fix this. Trust me, there will be no problems whatsoever. You don't have to worry about that. And Mr. Nicholson goes in his office, grabs something on his table. Yes, Mr. Hadran, you will definitely fix this. And as you see him wiping something, Erwin, on his hand, and as a matter of fact, he says, Mr. Nicholson says, as a matter of fact, we'll fix it for you. And you see him jab a dagger on his chest. And as Mr. Hadran is frozen there with a wound on his chest, and he twists it, you see Mr. Nicholson twist the dagger slowly as, creating a shape in his chest. And so, And then Mr. Nicholson goes near in Mr. Hadran's ear and whispers something, and you hear him say, "Maybe next time, don't do things your way without letting me know. And maybe you and I wouldn't have done this." And then he just pulls the dagger out of Mr. Hadran's body as Mr. Hadran falls in front of in front of you. Ernwin. And he wipes his dagger. "I hate when things have to be this messy. You know I'm not a violent man, Mr. Ernwin, but sometimes a little convincing can do the trick. So here's your new mission." What do you say?
And I'd say you were pretty convincing.
Sure, I am. I am a merchant lord after all. That's my job. As much as I don't want to get my hands dirty and clean up other people's mess, I believe I have to do that on my own now. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure you met those adventurers that Mr. Hadran told me about. Message them and let them know that I'll be expecting them tomorrow. Let them know that I'll be happy to see them, and maybe we can talk something out. And hopefully this does not escalate the way I don't want it to. And then he whistles. You see him grab a bell, which is tied to his neck, like a necklace with a golden bell, and he rings it. And the secretary opens the door and looks at this mess and says, "Oh, Mr. Nicholson, you called for me." And then he is shocked to see the body of Mr. Hadran. Says, "Oh my." And then he says, "Sasha, have my men dispose of the body. Make sure nobody knows where it is. Burn it, and then let Hadran's family know that he was murdered." "Right away, Mr. Nicholson." "Good. Make sure that the body is disposed. Burn it. I don't want any more trace here. Also, I want the maids here by the end of the evening cleaning up this mess." "Right away, Mr. Nicholson." "Good." And then she just nods, and then just good. "Ernwin, you've done a good job." And then he gives you another bag of 50 gold coins for your trouble that Mr. Hadran cost you.
I appreciate the business, sir.
"No problem. You know what to do tomorrow. Make sure you find these people, let me know who they are, and then invite them in. Let them know that Mr. Nicholson here wants to talk to them. And maybe we can work something out."
I can deliver the message immediately.
"Good. Off you go then. I'll let my men clean up this mess." And he just goes back to his table counting coins as you leave. All right. So Nerissa, your net, you arrive at the house. By this moment, Miss Eva is already awake, and you guys go to the estate. So what do you guys do as that happens?
Just going to walk them all inside.
Okay, so as you try to find rooms where they can sleep out, most of them are now starting to be sleepy as you try to give them beds. Is there anything else you want to do last minute before we end it here?
Not me, just getting them situated. What about you, Yanrat?
No, I'm just here protecting everybody.
Okay, so surprisingly, even after watching here, nobody, you don't see anything suspicious. And yeah, pretty much as you guys settle down, we're gonna end tonight's episode.